already in the
Yes,
chat.
we do.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So many people already. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our first full moon reading since,
Yes.
well, yeah, before I got sick.
Yeah,
So, Avana, I thank you for being patient and
absolutely.
waiting, Avana, for till I was in the right energy and your schedule meshed with mine and mine was in the right place. Just yeah,
Yeah, the
because
whole
I
thing.
adore doing the full moon and new moon readings with you.
Sorry, hold on. My phone's up. Hold on.
Uh oh.
Okay. Sorry.
I
Turn my
know when we
volume
were
down.
doing sisters the other night, I said Sherry, and my phone thought I said Siri, and my phone started popping up. I'm like, no, I didn't say that.
That's good to
So,
know.
oh my goodness. So before we even got started, Tangie's is watching. She's lurking, enjoying.
Yes.
Beautiful weather finally for all of us here. At least in my section, because you're down in Ohio-ish, right? You're right
I'm
on
Northeast
Uvalde.
Ohio. Yeah. So we
So we're
finally have a
getting the
nice
nice
day here.
weather. Yes.
Finally.
So we have Tangi already watching. Kristen Louise had to pop in. Thank you for popping in. She couldn't stay, but thank you for stopping by to say hi.
Yes. Nice.
We love that.
Yes.
We have Melinda, False Teeth Real
Hi,
Tarot.
Melinda.
Hello, Melinda. Isadora's with
Hi,
us.
Isadora.
And Nancy just posted a little while ago a video on crystals and
Oh,
how by learning, I think crystals brought her into tarot, and I found that interesting because for me it was I learned more about tarot and mediumship stuff when I was younger, and that is what brought me into
in,
the field of crystals.
that's
So
the
it's really
direction I went.
interesting,
Yes.
Nancy, how it was the opposite. So and Arwen the Gray is here. Hello, sweetheart. Thank
Hi.
you for being somebody new. I don't recognize
Hi,
boundaries.
boundaries.
Hello, boundaries, and boundaries are good.
Yes.
Boundaries, when done correctly and from a place of love and light, is so important, especially with everything going on, not just in our lives, but in the world. It's just been a crazy week for Avana and I. We were
Yes.
talking backstage, so we
Yes, healthy
appreciate
boundaries
every.
are good. They're hard to enforce sometimes, but they're needed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Nancy, hi Nancy, haven't
Hi,
seen you in a
Nancy.
while. So thank you everybody for
Yes,
being
thanks for
here.
stopping by.
So what a crazy day. And one day we have Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody.
Yep.
We have full moon in Scorpio, which is the flower moon. And then on top of it, we have a penumbra lunar eclipse.
I read that. I didn't understand it.
It has to do,
So I
I know
figured
I
you
had
could
to read a
explain
couple
that part.
times, but it's when and I'm looking at this here and I think I lost that one part, but it's when the earth cuts in front of the sun and it throws a bit of a shadow on the moon and you could see the shadow edge to it. So
Oh,
it's being associated with a lot of like shadow work, learning how to release stuff. And for our question tonight, um, I went to Pinterest because God, Pinterest. I have so many boards. You find so much cool stuff on Pinterest. And I typed in just ideas for, a full moon, flower moon spread. And one of them said because of um, it being this time of the lunar eclipse and everything, one of the questions that could be used in a reading was, what hurts do I need to release that hurt that still stings the most? And when I saw the word sting, not only did I start singing I dream of rain, LA, and I started going to hearing every Sting song in my head. But it's Scorpio,
yeah, with
and
that stinger.
Scorpio is the stinger, and it's
Yeah.
water, and so there's the emotions. So for tonight, oh, let me get that little. I took all that time to make my little banner. So there we go. Look at I'm getting
I
better. Aren't I
love it. I love that.
fancy?
I need to see that too so I remember what we're reading on.
Yeah, so people can see also. So when Avana and I are done chit chatting about the flower moon and everything, this is the question that we'll be pulling cards on tonight,
Yeah.
and it will be more than one card. Avana and I is just our two selves, so we're probably pull whatever. Sometimes all you need is one. Sometimes I need just two, or me, it's like three, and I'm like, oh,
Sometimes three or
another
four.
one.
Because I'll need a clarifier, and then that just
Yeah.
locks it in.
Well,
I'm
you
like,
got to
got
get
it.
that message out.
Yeah.
So, tonight's question is this. So, if anybody would like cards pulled on what hurts do I need to release that still sting, and hurt
Yeah.
the most, just type in big capital letters me. And if you can put maybe like a little emoji, that will be great. And just looking one more time, boundaries. Yes, Nancy, Arwen, everyone's just saying hello to each other.
Yeah.
Boom,
Nice.
boom, 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 boom. Nice. So, was there anything? Because I know you like to write stuff, or
Well,
if you have,
before I talk about the
okay,
full moon, I've got a couple of things I wanted to say about that. But I
go ahead.
wanted to say first of all that I don't want to harp on this, but we have the Gemstone Guardians cards that Cheryl Marlene did, and she also did
Who's
this
that?
necklace and these earrings with it. And what you can get with the book and the
Ooh.
cards is this necklace and or earrings,
Here,
and it
let me
comes.
put you on big here so people
That's
can.
okay, yeah. And it comes each of the gemstones is a charm, and you can switch them out. So what
I
I did,
remember her saying that night. That's
so it got delivered today. So I thought I would mention it tonight because I am totally enjoying it. And I opened up the box, which is literally like 30 gemstones, with the clasps, and I said, which one should I wear? And I will tell you that this is the fluorite,
all right.
and it called out to me. It said, wear me, wear me, wear me. So I said, okay. And I looked up
Mhm.
the card and it said, simply live. It's simple, simply clarity. And I thought, what a
Yeah.
gorgeous message for tonight and just for today
Mhm.
and just for the crazy week it's been. Just
Yeah.
crazy energy for me. But then very quickly, I also pulled on one of these ears, and I'm not sure. I think it's this ear is obsidian. This is the obsidian charm. And then I pulled the rhodonite charm. So obsidian said angelic transition, which said self essence is empowered in the transition and in the still point. You are always both fire and ice. And I thought that's kind of a good message for tonight
Ooh.
with this Scorpio energy, like
Yes.
the fire and ice, the stinging and the transformation, and
And
just
it's
that.
and it's the balance. It's when the Earth is
Yes,
is in between the sun and the moon. So right now,
you
we're
got
right
it.
in the middle of both of them.
Absolutely,
And so that
absolutely.
sun is shining, even though it's creating that shadow. It's that sun reminding us that the shadow is still a part of you.
Yes.
Can it
Yes.
be scary? Yes,
Yes.
but not as like how I say, not we have control pretty much. Sometimes a lot of things are not in our control. I
Yes.
don't necessarily believe that everything is exactly free will, that there will be some energies and things that get in there that try to mess things up, and sometimes they do. But just to know that we have the power to control how much that shadow controls us. And
Yep.
instead of trying to think of it as, oh my God, I got to control it here, instead of us trying to figure out how to, I still don't like that one. There, that one.
There
Instead
we
of trying
go.
to figure out how to control it, just to like go with the flow, just make friends with it, you
Yeah.
know, just honor it and say, okay, you have gifts that I can learn from. And believe me, I'm trying to find those gifts after what I was sharing with Avana, with what's been going on this past week. So sometimes it's hard,
Yes, it is. Oh, and that's not
and there
like
are
that
days I
fire
can't
and ice,
practice it.
like
Yeah.
pushing one to the end. So, and then the other one was rhodonite, which said new balance, and that says on deep breath in is the memory of
Mm,
alignment with divine transcendence. On deep breath out is the return within to balance with all that is.
perfect.
So a new balance. So you kind of have this push and pull of the fire and ice, but you end up in this new balance. And of course, I think with this fluorite, just simply live, right? Just
Yeah.
get
And
take it
those
down.
three cards, the balance, the fire, and the ice, being right in the middle of it. There you go.
I just have to share that tonight with
I
everybody
love
because I
it.
really
Thank you
thought that
for
was,
sharing.
yeah,
And
that
really
was pretty
quick,
cool.
look who's here. Mandy.
Hi, Mandy.
Hi, Mandy. All the way over from England.
Nice.
Thanks for joining us. It's been a while. So, just really quick, the flower moon lunar eclipse on today, May 5th. Happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone.
Yes.
It is believed to be an ideal time to address suppressed emotions and work towards self love. Well, enjoy, get this with that card you just had.
Yeah.
Listen to what it says here next. While also enjoying the pleasures of life. Simply
Simply
live.
live. Right.
There you
Nice.
go.
I love that.
According to the Farmer's Almanac, the flower moon, oh, excuse me, gets its name from the beautiful blossoming flowers that spring is so well known for, and is awfully in. Um, the name of the moon is attributed to the Algonquin people. Um,
Yes, that's what I
yes,
thought. Yeah.
the Native American people, the Algonquins, and it also goes by budding moon, planting moon. So, like with Beltane, time to plant seeds. Time to, dig those seeds in what we want to manifest, what we need to, put in there to get them to grow and have spirit help us. So,
Yeah, because
this is the perfect time.
I got budding moon, leaf budding moon, and frog moon and egg laying moon. All those names are, and the planting moon, of course. So I had those names kind of associated with it, and it did say, when I looked up, it says this
Hi,
this
Satina.
this lunar eclipse is about to shake things up, whether you're ready or
Or
not.
not. Oh, yes. Where's my hand in class? Yes. That happened. Yes.
Wait, this way. I don't know which way.
Oh,
It made me
yeah,
high five.
that way.
I can't figure it out.
Or
I'll hurt
Tangy and I
myself.
trying to do our, kisses.
So it said basically, this gift is for us to look at, get a new perspective, give us a fresh way to look at things, and help us get closer to our goals. Well, that is really when things get shaken up, when you've got those tower moments. Oh, beautiful, right?
And
Oh my
he
God.
heard me talking to everybody and couldn't
Oh
get
my
it out
gosh, I love it.
just for a few minutes. Okay, let's not
That's
interrupt.
okay. I
Back to
love those
Avana.
eyes. I could stare into those eyes all night long. So many. It says so many of aspects of our lives already feel as if they're on shaky foundations, and progress appears stilted. But the eclipse pushes us forward if we let it. So when we have those feelings like we're having a tower moment, or we're not built, things aren't built on a strong foundation, these eclipses help to clear that up. If you let it. If you don't, it will. You can certainly stay. You know, you can certainly stay until finally things do fall apart, but you're certainly, there's the energy here now to move forward if you're ready to do that. So I don't know, let me see.
Should I
Oh,
stay or should I go now?
yeah. Right, six one way, half dozen the other, right?
And I'm just looking at chat to make sure we got a couple of me's already, so we're listening.
Oh, good. Okay, very good. And it also said, because we now are doing all this, we have this foundation, maybe falling, maybe doing new things, going into this transformation. It says, because we're also in Mercury, I believe we're in Mercury retrograde, communication errors can also throw us off. So make sure that you double check if you're ordering plane tickets. Try not to write that nasty gram to your boss. This isn't the time to do all that. So, because you still have the Mercury retrograde, and you don't want to get thrown off with that. But that's basically all I have. Most of this is just some pictures and that. But I thought that was interesting. You have this transformation. You have this tower moment. If you're ready to move forward, you can do that, right? You can do that if you're ready. And if it's, I also want to say, if it's a good time to do it. I think we all want to do things in our lives, but sometimes it's just not that time, no matter what the moon is, like to quit your job or to, do something, again, write the nasty gram to someone. I mean, might not be time to do that. So you want to have make an informed decision on it.
And that's why boundaries
but we
are
all
good
know
too.
That. Absolutely.
Because
that's why
when you
boundaries
create boundaries, that reminds you that, okay, boundaries up, take a deep breath, like in the description too.
Yeah.
Or no, in your cards, take a deep breath in and releasing it, so that, because there are a lot of times, like especially yesterday, where I really wanted to make that phone call.
Yes.
And I said no, because you have to I had to keep deep breathing and letting go all day yesterday, because I knew if I made that phone call to that, property management, I was going to say something and I could not jeopardize, because, with people nowadays, they just,
That's it. Right.
So it's fire and ice, learning how to want to step back, take a deep breath, let that go, and learning how to simply live. And like I shared with Avana backstage, I went to a place about 45 minutes here from me that I used to live by when I was younger. And the last time I was really there was like in my late 20s. And I returned there today. just feeling like I needed to be there to try to see, it's a sanctuary for wildlife. It's small, it's an escarpment area, and it was kind of sad because I'm walking down 20 years, things are going to change, so things aren't quite, the same, but it's still that beautiful peaceful energy was there. And I'm standing there, and all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I see this little brown body start to move through the grass, and I'm going and it was a little brown beaver, and he just walks over there, just glides in the water. He's not scared of me. I'm talking to him and saying hello as he's going by, and he swims out of sight. And I said, I know that's a message.
Yeah.
And so after Shan coming down and us standing on the bridge and taking everything in and listening to the sounds of nature and seeing the green buds on the trees and everything, it brought it down quite a few notches where I felt more relaxed. We got home. I looked up beaver, and beaver's about learning how to create peace within where you are now,
Yeah.
and that, being resilient, being
Yeah.
persistent,
Yeah.
and having faith. And so
Yeah.
that was the message that little guy gave me
Isn't
from
that
spirit.
nice?
So,
Yeah. Yes. Oftentimes, like if I have like a hawk or something fly over the car, I'm like,
hi,
I'm like,
Melinda. Just
yeah,
want
have
to
a
say.
good one, Melinda. You think this is like Hawk Spirit sending me a message, or you know what I mean? Hi,
And it's
Lauren.
weird that you said, hi, Lauren. It's weird that you said hawk, because when I was there in my 20s, I stopped by, and there's like a grass walkway that walks along the water, and I heard this piercing like hawk falcon. I was like, oh, and I'm looking up, and I see this white and gray bird flying, and I think it might have been a falcon, but still within the prey family. And I'm like, oh, I want to see where he lands. Maybe he'll drop a feather or something. And I'm hurrying along this little grass path, and the minute I turn the corner, this is
Oh
sitting
yeah.
straight up in
Yeah.
the middle of the path, right up in the grass, perfectly
Sweet.
like that. And it wasn't
Yeah.
there before.
Right. Right.
And I've still had this since my 20s. And
Yes.
so, you know, nature is there, spirit is there. That's why I love my animal guides. And I've had people ask me, well, why don't you do more artwork and draw animals? It's weird. That's not where my connection is with my art. I
Yeah.
don't feel like, just, I've had friends, and I see people who draw amazing, beautiful animal portraits. But for me, my connection with animals and to express that love isn't through my art, but just going into nature and receiving their messages and being thankful for it.
Yeah.
And, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful story. Especially it's fun when you turn and you get that like that feather is right there. It's like that's a
And I can't make this up.
bro.
It's just
It's
I turn around and I'm just standing there. I'm going.
yeah.
This is when I started learning about native spirituality. I had a quartz crystal already that was and I still have it. I don't think it's here in my eyesight, but I still have it. And that's when the animals and that nature, that area right there. So I said, boy, if this is what I'm going through. And I used to run to this place to get away from my mother when she would tirade and stuff, and I couldn't handle it. I would go and find my peace of mind there. So I had to go out that way to pay a bill. So I told Shan, let's take a little extra drive. And I drove
Yeah.
us, to the sink. And that's what I needed. It was calling to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It knew that I needed it, and I knew I needed it. So,
Oh my God,
um,
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's funny when you were talking about the feather and that, and one day I was walking my dog, and all of a suddenly I see like this puff ball just literally drop out of the sky. I'm looking at my dog, and I look up, and I see this puff ball of like down from. If it had to be from
beautiful.
an angel, I don't even know what it was. I didn't see any birds, okay, and I just saw it came down, and it was like over there, and it came straight down. I'm like, I'm gonna have to go pick that up. The wind kicked up, and it blew it right to my feet. It was like, oh my gosh, right? Don't even ask me what it means,
Yeah.
but I grabbed it and I framed it, and it's like in a frame, and I'm like, it was just a special moment. I
And
just
people
felt
who
like,
say, oh, that meant nothing. That was just the wind. That was just a coincidence. No,
yeah,
people like us, we know better,
I know. I just felt that was just spirit saying
and
hi,
and
and
I think something that simple would bring someone, because nowadays happiness is, buying a real expensive like purse or
right,
iPhone or something like that. Where for me, a gift from spirit, from nature, like that feather, and seeing that beaver today,
Yeah.
and him just giving me that, that heads up that everything's going to be okay. To me, that is just worth so much more.
Yeah.
It
Oh my,
really is.
absolutely. Absolutely.
And really quick, JR is also has joined us. Hello, JR. Thank you for joining. Hypnicity, hello. How are you? Um, let's see. Manny says, Heather, I've done that before. I'm not sure what, but cool. Um,
I'm like, okay.
sure. And let's see. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anybody. So right now I have Arwen the Gray and Boundaries who have requested cards for the question that's
Okay.
scrolling around the bottom.
Yep.
We're at 7:23, so we're still good. If there was
Oh, we have plenty of
anything
time.
else you wanted to share, or if anybody in chat wanted to share with us about full moon, because I love how chat has the conversations where they share their stories with
Oh,
us. And
absolutely.
um, yeah, just right here. Oh, this is weird. The beaver spirit animal still is still in my queue. It says the beaver spirit animal is a symbol of persistence and hard work. It encourages it encourages you to put your best foot forward at the start. So I think that might have been a message for all of us. He wanted
Yeah.
us to share with all of us. Otherwise, I'm like, wait a minute, I don't remember putting that. Well, there you are. There's beaver spirits. So
Yeah.
all right. Oop, there goes my light. Let me get everything put together here. My son is coming over for a visit. Oh, how wonderful, Nancy. Goodbye. Have a good evening. And Nancy, if you want us to pull cards, we can do that last for you. If
Yeah.
you want to go ahead and put
And you
me in,
can watch it later.
and you can watch it back later. So there's Lauren. Okay, let me catch her. So, all righty. Um, okay. So our first person, just making sure I have everything in place, because sometimes when I get really my energy's been like really like kind of like erratic a little bit,
Yeah.
and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but because I get excited about stuff, and so now it's like that card, breathe in, breathe out. And then of course it makes me think of that song from the 90s by Bush. Remember, breathe in, breathe out, breathe
No,
out. You remember the band
I don't.
Bush, the rock band Bush?
But I do
Everything
know that when I
reminds
was
me
in
of a
yoga
song.
class, I
It
was in
really
yoga
does.
class a long time ago, and my instructor said we really only have control over our breath. So
Yeah.
if you're in a situation where you're not like happy or things
Mhm.
are changing or whatever, just stop and take like 3 deep breaths. And you know what? She was right. It really just recenters you or me, recentered me. And like there's been issues like at work and things where people are like yelling or whatever. And I just and you can do that on your own. Nobody needs
Mhm.
to know that you're doing that, and it really does recenter the whole situation. So
And another thing I've learned in my anxiety and depression groups is that when you have moments like that too, sometimes for some people, it's easier for them. Okay, what's one thing I see? What's one thing I smell? What's one, and go through like a list of things that you have set to be able to kind of ground you and get you
yeah,
focused immediately so that you're back in your body and you're present.
yes,
So
yes,
if deep breathing or looking for things that you can see, hear, taste, touch, things like that, to kind of just be like, okay, get grounded.
yeah. That's a
And
good, yeah, that's a good idea.
mhm.
That's a good technique.
Okay, so first one is Arwen the Gray. She would like, and Arwen, please let Avana and I know if she is correct for you, because we don't know. We want to make sure that we're addressing you properly. So I'm assuming, um, but we just want to be respectful. So we'll go ahead. And so the question is, what hurts do I need to release that still sting? What I feel like I'm doing tonight is I'm going to be like, my first card is going to be like a recent past. The next card will be like a present, and then the next one would be like moving forward, advice to keep in mind. So that's kind of like what spirit's guiding me tonight with my cards.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let me see. Let me get hit in the city here. Hi, Flowing. Thank you for being here. And when you're ready, go right ahead and I'll put you in the big seat. Oh,
Okay.
well, you're already in
I'm
the big seat.
here. I'm going to pull one more card, Arwen. So that's just,
Yeah, I've got 3 different decks, and I guess all 3 of them want to be used tonight. So this will be fun.
Oh, okay. Here we go. So the first card that I got for you is Wasp Spirit. It says, sometimes life stings. So how about
Get!
that,
Oh my God!
right?
Wasp thing. Oh, there we. Yep.
So obviously we all know, for everybody, sometimes life stings. And then I got the law of forgiveness. It says, release all judgments and set yourself free. It might be time to just obviously find things, whatever you need to forgive. I mean, whatever you need to release, anything that you have judgment on. I'm not saying that you do have any judgments, but if you know that you do, or something's, on your mind, or something's been bothering you, or whatever it is, whatever those hurts are, it really is time to release them, and that will help set you free. And the last card that I got was, well, if you can believe this, Crystal Cave, trust. Trust in yourself, trust in your family, trust in your friends, that they have your best interests at heart. And that level of trusting yourself, trusting spirit, that's going to help you to move forward. So those are the 3 cards that I got. I hope that they resonated.
Nice. All right. So first card from my one deck is the Moon, and it's a full moon, pretty much. It's like half light, half. So it's kind of like the penumbra. It's got a
Yeah.
little bit of that shadow cast on there. So for your first card is the Moon. So this is something that, and this is like kind of like a recent past, or from like kind of where we're stepping from right now with that past hurt. It may be recent. With the full moon, that has to do with femininity, intuitive abilities, and I love the kitty cat, and the kitty cat is also about independence. And with the black cat, that's more connecting to with your shadow self, and that's not a bad thing because the shadow's full of mystery. It's healing. So I'm feeling like this might be something where it's not necessarily coming from outside of a past hurt or stain. It might be something to do with more like a self confidence, because the next card I got is into the unknown, and I think that's a lot of where trust is coming from. With Avana's card, is that you have to have faith, trusting, moving into the unknown. Like with the moon, it's dark at night. It's you can just see by the light of the moon. Allowing your intuition to guide you, because she's blindfolded right here. So
Yeah.
you're going to have you have to have that trust. And then the last card I pulled is Page of Wands, and this is from the Stardust tarot deck. And this deck is a little different. It doesn't quite follow uh, your norm of tarot imagery, and it's Page of Wands. So you're kind of going, well, where are the wands? There's wings, and there's a cross. But for this one here with Page of Wands, we know that Page of Wands, or Wands itself, has to do with creativity. Um, for me, most that inner fire, and pages are like not necessarily a young individual, but beginning in something new, a new endeavor, that flame, that healing flame, that passion for life, for your creativity, and so it's just like a reminder, letting you know that you have the wings. Let your creativity be your wings, and there's again, with the moons connected in there, and just have faith moving into that unknown, having faith in yourself, and allowing that creative energy, um, that healing to come through. And Arwen, I believe you said that you are going to a holistic healing arts fair this weekend. So have trust,
Yeah.
have faith in your abilities. I don't know if you're going to be one of the ones that will be doing healing, that will be offering it, or if you're going there to learn more or to possibly have a healing session. But just,
She
have
says
faith
yes.
and trust.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to look to make sure I didn't miss anybody else coming in. And Isadora, yes, count of 4 to 7 to 8 can relieve anxiety. Yes. I learned a lot from, like I was saying, the one night was I was doing a reading, Septina and I think it was Sherry, and just discussing that May is also, if I can just put a little something in here, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. It should always be awareness, not
Yeah.
just 1 month out of the year, but mental health, because of the stigma around it. A lot of people are afraid to just get the basic help and needs that they do. And I was sharing with people in chat that there are places that offer groups that teach you how to use mindfulness, how to handle anxiety, how to handle relationships, and those kinds of things, so that for those who it might be a mild and they need that, just that little pick me up, that little bit of support. There are a lot of groups and places that I would recommend looking into the community that could help with those. And of course, YouTube, entertainment purposes only. This is for me, but this is something that is generally can be found in the community. I've been taking these groups for, oh God, about 6 years now, and they have done wonders, especially in moments of
Oh,
extreme anxiety, and depression, especially that breathing.
yes.
Sometimes we
Yes.
do forget to breathe and we don't think
Yes.
about it
Yes.
until someone says, "Whoo, I got to take a deep breath," and then you realize, "Ooh, you've been
Oh,
holding your own." So,
yeah.
like, sip, sip, breathe, breathe. Oh, you're okay. She says she's going there to learn and to have a session.
Oh,
So
nice.
enjoy. Have no
Yes.
expectations. Just go in with an open heart, an open mind. Of course, healthy boundaries, energetically wise, because there may be people that come and go, that their energy might not quite be as in a good place as others, but that's not, we all know that that's very rare, and that to go and oh, look who's
Yes.
here. Miss Tarot D is here. Hi, honey. How are you? Oh, just dropping in to say hello. Oh, yes, she's been just going through so much. If you follow Miss Tarot D on Facebook like I do, she's been battling
Aw.
a form of cancer, multiple myeloma, I believe it's called, and she's been going through a lot of painful treatments and stuff. But out of the hospital, at
Yay.
home, hubby is
Yeah.
taking good care of just yeah. So
Yes.
lots of
Good to
love.
hear.
Thank you for popping in. It's so good to see you. And oh, Ginger Faye, hello, Ginger. Thanks for popping
Hello.
in. So see, this is why I like doing my lives when I
Is
do them, because
yes.
when I see people that I know like that pop into, it just makes my day. So
Me, mine
I
too.
needed to see you in my chat, Miss Tarot D. I really did. I really, really did. It's been a rough couple days, so thank you for being here. Okay, next one is readings for boundaries.
Okay. Boundaries. Got it.
So welcome again. I've never read for you before, so let's give this a shot. Whoop, everything's falling apart down over here. No more tower moments, not physically with my connections. That would not be good. Okay. So boundaries. As a reminder, this is the question that Avana and I are answering tonight. If anybody would like cards pulled, it's what hurts do I need to release that's still staying, and because of also being sign of Scorpio, that little stinger on there. I thought how eloquent, to come across that. So
Yes, I love that.
okay. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I guess there's a general message going around tonight. Don't worry, boundaries. It's all good.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Sometimes as readers we get cards and we're like, ooh,
Boundaries.
doesn't
I
mean it's
am
bad.
ready. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
I'm
what?
ready here because and I'm this
She's
is
ready and raring to go.
first card I got was cat spirit. Claim your independence, right? So claim your independence. If someone's hurt you and a situation has hurt you in the past, or even if one's kind of Would you get the moon, the
The
cat,
moon came
right?
back
Cat
again.
spirit. Yes, yes,
The kitty
absolutely. You're
cats.
absolutely right. Claim that independence. Why? Because the owl spirit says when you do that, you can see clearly now. So when you claim your independence and you know the direction that you want to go or the directions that you want to go in, you know it, claim it, own it. It allows you, then your vision becomes clear. You also get the law of abundance card. Open your mind to your prosperous nature. Claim it, claim your independence, and know that when you do that, this law of abundance is going to kick in just that much more. Open your mind to your prosperous nature. And I did pull one more card, which is secret spring and success. Claiming that independence is going to move you, and that law of abundance is going to help move you closer and closer towards your definition of success. You notice I said your definition of success,
Mm-hmm.
not someone else's definition of success, not society's definition of success. So I hope that helps, and resonates with you.
Okay, so boundaries, like you saw, again, everyone saw me shuffling. I got the moon again,
Cat.
and there's the kitty cat. So, I didn't think about that with the last ring with the independence, but yes, cats are very independent. They're very self-sufficient.
Yeah.
They don't require much. And they have sass.
Yeah.
A little bit of sass is good. So
Absolutely.
so again, it's addressing not being afraid to see that does have to do with independence. I like that because the next card that I had gotten was coming apart. And so I think by expressing your independence and like what Avana said, when you choose your success and it's your own, sometimes that makes people leave our lives. When we
Yeah.
grow and we change, not everybody can still be a part of our life. Some, we have to let go of, intentionally, firmly, but with love. And then sometimes they'll just, separate and come apart. And the last card that I got was another page from the deck, and this one's Page of Pentacles, and I love it too because she's kind of like dressed in black, kind of like that black cat, independent. She's on her own path. This is her own temple. She's got her moon behind her. It's all glittering. It's all just and I love that because it's like a diamond stardust. So it's that intuition. Oh, and in the back too is an elephant because there's a lot of different images that she puts in here. Elephants are also, extremely loyal and loving. So there will be people that will leave your life. Things will change. Sometimes that coming apart might feel a little bit like a tower moment where things start coming apart. But just to know that your Page of Pentacles, you are learning how to be more self-reliant. You're creating your own security, your own stability. You're choosing your own path. She's on her path and she's raising her arm and she's saying, "Yes, ma'am. This is who I am." She's, allowing that intuition, that glitter, and that beautiful diamond energy just to come right through her, and she knows what she wants and she's on her path. So that was your reading. Okay, boundaries. I'm back. Well, we just read for you. So and also too really quick, when here, let me just put us down here too. With lives, it's really helpful for the readers to know that you are still in chat. So when questions are asked, whether in on this chat or in another, just make sure to be present so that when it's your turn, that we have you there so that we can give you a read. You can always watch a playback, but sometimes we get a lot of you know questions, and our queue fills up really quick. So if there's some way that you're not able to be there, that could open up a spot for somebody. So, and this is not me scolding or tattling, it's just something that's very helpful for readers. So yes, boundaries we have. We
We,
just
we
did your
just read
reading.
for you.
So,
Yep. You can just go
yep.
back a couple minutes and you'll catch it.
All righty. And thank you for letting us read for you. We appreciate
Yes.
that. And Lauren is next. She would love a
Okay.
reading.
Okay. Sounds good.
And we also had Wendy join us. Hello, Wendy.
Hello.
Ginger, am I too late for a card pull? I don't think so.
No.
We have Hypnicity after Lauren. It's 7:42. We can fit one more in, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So, Ginger, we'll go ahead and we'll put you in. Oh, good night, Mandy. Thank you for staying. I know it's really late where you are. So, gotta be what, 1 o'clock in the morning in England right now? And you got that coronation to be ready, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Lots of fanfare where she's at. Okay, so Lauren, let me just take that down now. Okay. Hmm. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. You ready, my dear?
I am getting there. Just
Oh,
one more minute. Yep.
you want me to go
Yeah,
next
I'm
first?
ready. Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Go
okay.
ahead, Heather. You go first. Go ahead.
No,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay, I
Do
can
my
go.
best.
Um. Okay. Yeah.
No, me. No,
The
you. No,
first
me.
one,
No, you.
the first card that I got is Thicket of Thorns, and it just says uncertainty. So I'm thinking, hi Willow. So I'm thinking that there's just some, you just are coming up against some stuff that you're kind of uncertain about. Not a problem. Everybody does it. Because then the next card that I got was surrender now. So surrender to those thorns, surrender to those issues in your life that maybe you're not that happy with. Um, and how to surrender is through showing gratitude for all the good things that you have and just letting it go and saying, you know what, I know there are certain things here that there are hurts that I need to release, and I'm surrendering to those, and I'm offering gratitude to those, because the law of perfection follows then, which says choose to view life in all of its glory. So as you are sitting there and you're kind of maybe on a path that right now that's a little bit of a thorny path, it's fine. We all are on those paths, but showing that gratitude helps to show you to to view your life in all of its glory. And I think it might be a nice place to, not that you haven't started this, I'm saying a nice place to start, but
Mhm.
a nice place to like to start, but to like viewing your life in all of its glory, because we're all divine beings, and we all run into the thorny patches and that, but just surrendering to that and offering gratitude for all the good things that you have. And that's the reading that I got for you. I hope that it resonates.
Okay, very nice. So, okay, let me. Time to let the. Okay, so Lauren, I got my first card. Oh, here, let me switch myself over. I got message, and so I think in the in the past, maybe recent past, you received a message, and this message created a lot of hurt in ways of um, it might not have been the best of news. It was something that was going to have to kind of make you rearrange what your life path was going to be. Um, Now this is could be a crow, this could be a raven. Um, they're about messages, and this could be also a card representing this message coming into you. But when I first looked at that, I saw a message as in you got a phone call, you had a letter, or something that came up. And the next card that I got was education. And I don't know if this was something that held you back or felt like it made you hold you back from wanting to further your education, whether that was scholastically, like going for a degree, or whether even doing spiritual studies, like wanting to pursue intuitive gifts, like readings, cards, healing, anything like that. But what's beautiful here is that, it doesn't matter what age we're at. The book is still open, it's in her lap, and you have this beautiful stork here, which represents new beginnings. And the last card that I got to go with those three is the star card. And so your dreams are still attainable. Whatever hurt that was back then that made you feel like you couldn't pursue what it is that you wanted to pursue, that you wanted to study, now it's attainable. This is a wonderful card of hope, success, guiding light. So now is the perfect time to start feeling. Not, it's always a good time to feel like you can start moving forward, but this is just a card reminding you that with everything that's in the past now, if that's the past, it can be let go, and now you have a whole future and dreams that now you can still pursue and you can still fulfill. So I hope that resonated with you.
And Heather, before we take the next question, I want to
Sure.
look. I just want to show you in this deck, and I'm unfortunately I don't know the name of this deck off the top of my head, but I looked up the beaver spirit. It says lay a solid foundation. So that's what we were talking about earlier. Yeah, lay a solid foundation.
I
Yeah.
have that deck. I got it packed away.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you.
Yes. Yes.
It's kind of hard to lay a solid foundation when it keeps feeling like it's being yanked out from underneath you.
I hear you.
Especially when it's your home.
No.
But that's a beautiful message. And I know what it means.
Yes, I know you do.
So
I don't know what it means, but I know you do.
And really quick, Willow popped in. Hello, Willow. It's been a while,
Hi.
sweetheart. It's good to see you in chat. Lauren said, it is a good message, Avana. My husband just lost vision in his right eye, and we are adjusting. Your reading is spot on too, Heather. I am venturing into a new passion. I love the star card.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, I think we all do. When you look up at the stars and you just do that little
I
bit
could.
of it, just reminds you how big,
You're
how
but a speck.
little. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So let me just go through and make sure I did not miss. Okay, and that was Lauren. And so our next reading is for hypnicity.
All right. Hypnicity. Ooh.
So for hypnicity, what hurts does she need to release that still sting?
Nice.
This is Scorpio and water. So a lot of these very emotional, Most
Yes.
hurts, most hurts are very emotional, not just the physical one.
Right. These are deeper readings. Right.
Arwen says, I really like these sessions where you read on a topic. Me too. I like having focus, helps put the messages into context and gives me a clear,
Yeah.
giving
Something
a
to
better
kind of
reading.
focus on a little bit. Yeah.
Too general. I can't do general because then I'm looking at a card going, but this card means like 10 or 12 different things. How am I, And that's funny what that first card is. Oh my goodness. I love these coinky dinks. Okay, let me just take this down.
Oh, sure.
Ooh. I don't know. Lately, I've been having problems with my cards bending. I'll pick them up, and I'm like, "Why are they? Like?"
Okay, I had a deck do that too recently, and I'm like, "Why is that? I don't know." Okay, I'm ready.
Okay,
All right.
there you go.
All right, hypnicity. First card I got is Spider Spirit. It says, make your dreams real. Whatever your dreams are, work on them. Like the spider methodically works on their web. Make your dreams come true. Make your dreams real. And with that, I got the Hawk Spirit by letting Spirit be your guide. Really tapping into Spirit and letting Spirit be your guide. But this is going to take Aspen Spirit some courage to do this. You're going to have to really sit and think and meditate and really contemplate. And really also, I'm hearing bringing in other collaborators with you on whatever you're working on, making sure that you're open to collaboration if that's something that would benefit you. And then this is kind of an interesting paradox because I also got the law of allowing, which says stop trying to fix, change, or control anyone. So, and that includes, what I heard was that includes yourself. Stop trying to think that you need to be fixed or that you need to change or that you need to control yourself and be something that you're not or that you don't want to be. Because when you can step back into that courage and you can let spirit work through you, and you can really, really contemplate on your dreams, you also got the success card, which is Secret Spring, which is success. So I don't know. That's the cards I got for you. I hope that they resonate. It's a
Nice.
deep message.
Mm-hmm. Well, look what time it. I mean, it's that they say it's very rare, for this lunar eclipse, and it's something in India they call it Chandra, um, Grahan or something like that, and it doesn't happen very often. So this is one of those times when it's the most powerful, especially on for women, and part of their folklore too. If I'm just going to end here really quick, is one of their, I don't want to say superstitions, but because of the energies with the moon, women are seen to they pull themselves inward more, especially if they're
Yes.
expecting. And I
Yes.
found that really interesting, just keeping those energies in, not going out and doing so much, but just bringing all that protective energy within and just staying within meditation with prayer and space until that passes. So I found that really interesting.
Yeah, that is.
So hypnicity, I get that there's a lot of things that
Yeah.
that are still staining you. I get complicated, and when I get that, it's like, yeah, there's a lot of different things that have happened in your life where you try to tell the story, and for me, a lot of times that's why I say, well, it's complicated because there are so many elements, that it is kind of like a stain. It is like the bees and the hives stuff. They come in. It almost feels like all at once, in every direction. So you may be working through a lot of things right now. This is a good time to do it with even though it's full moon, but with the lunar eclipse, it's also helping us work with our shadow side and those past hurts. And the advice for right now is perfect. I love it. Slow and steady. There's the shell. You're coming out of your shell. You still have that beautiful light behind you of the sun coming through. And right now, as you're processing and letting go of your past hurts, just to be slow and steady, be kind to yourself. Don't rush it. It will come in time. Because right now the last card is Ten of Wands, and for a lot of decks, the Ten of, and I'm sorry about the glare because they use like a lot of like gold foil and things in the artwork, but the Ten of Wands is usually energy that's kind of oppressive. There's a lot of burdens you feel like on you. And I love this because it kind of looks like Lady Gaga in this picture. I kind
Yeah.
of like that one. But she's just like we are just talking, the women wrapping themselves together,
Yeah.
bringing their energies in. And I like how she's still defiant though. She's defiant and she's confident and she's looking, even though she's aside, she's still looking in your eyes and saying, you have this. You're
Yes.
overburdened, but
Yes.
right now release that, let it go, and things will be. But just really slow and steady. And she says, oh, and she's a crab. So, yep, slow and steady. Just take your time.
Yeah.
A lot, we all heal and we all experience grief and healing at a different level and a different rate than everybody. Anyone says, well, you should be over this by now, just tell them mind their own beeswax. We all process, our grief and our hurt and um and those difficult experiences in life in our own way. And that's where boundaries come in, important boundaries, that um so just slow and steady. I
Yeah.
know they say slow and steady win the race, but in this, it's not about winning, a race.
Right.
It's just making sure that you don't rush a healing and rush into something without properly feeling everything. Because a lot of times you'll just get sent back again to learn those
Yeah.
same lessons. So just slowly work through everything and just know that things will work out. And our last card, and this is bringing us right to the hour.
Yeah.
perfect ginger is for Miss Ginger Faye
Got it.
Tarot and Divine Musings.
All right.
So let me put this back into live. Let's see. Hypnicity, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Venus. Wow, that's a lot of water. You got the
Yeah.
Venus, you got the Cancer, and then the Moon. Oh wow, look at all those. The Sun, the Moon. Let's see. Willow said, Arwen, I do believe also you have a new guide that is intervening this week. Arwen, you are seeing new beginnings unfold, but you seem to be resisting change. Oh, okay. So Will's doing her little readings as well in chat. So that's wonderful. I like when we can help support each other and share what we get. So, alrighty, time to focus. Miss Ginger Faye. Oh, here, I'm going to put you in the big seat because I know you'll be finished. Instead of saying the big seat or the hot seat, I'll say, I'm going to put you in the throne.
No,
Here, you
I
got the
like that.
throne
I
seat.
like that. I like that. Okay, here we go. So the first card I pulled, Groundhog Spirit. Time to let go. It's time to let go. Okay, so you let go, then what? Because you know why? It's now time for Sandpiper Spirit to be playful. So let go as much as you can of the details, of the hard work, of the things that just aren't working, and turn your attention to trying your best to be as playful as you can. Um, the law of divine will is coming in and saying, stop waiting for a sign. The universe responds to your beliefs. So, whatever your beliefs are, what you will come and be, not that they aren't clear now, but I'm hearing that they'll become clearer when you're more playful, that the universe responds to playfulness, happiness, and a light vibration. So the law of divine will coming in, stop waiting for a sign. Go, step back, have fun, plan a vacation, get out with your friends, do what you have to do. The last card that I got for you, which I think is just a beautiful way to end this evening, is rainbow waterfall miracles. You can't beat it, right? Go out, have fun, enjoy life. Divine will is right there. No need to wait for a sign because you are creating miracles, just being yourself and just enjoying life. And you know what? It's just simply living. So I hope that resonates with you.
Nice. She says, whoops, love it. And I believe in being in touch with my inner child.
Perfect.
Yes, that's a lot of times helps us get through.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely.
yeah. So when it comes to past hurts or stains that are still affecting you, um, this is interesting. The first card I got was beauty. And I think what this is saying is that um, you find beauty in the things that have brought you sadness, grief, difficulties, because I feel like you understand that what we go, the hard times that we go through, hurts that we experience through people, ourselves, whatever it may be, that you try to find the beauty in them and you try to find the lessons in them and you want to move forward. And the next card I did get was coming together. So that could be coming together. This could be that it's a positive sign saying that you do work with bringing your light and your dark together. You are working on with the beauty, self love, because at this time too, the moon also deals with the flower moon with self love as well, and self acceptance, especially with the lunar eclipse. So you're taking those past hurts, finding the lessons from them. You're bringing them together, and by bringing them together too, it also helps you create and have trust in creating new relationships, either with yourself, with others, with spirit, or this could be to the past. Coming together, loving the past, and wishing it on. Now, the last card is a weird one because of this deck. They don't follow like traditional tarot. It's Nine of Wands, and there's nothing in here, well, except for one thing that looks like a point, and it's pointing to a sun, and it's the Nine of Wands. And now Nine of Wands is typically kind of being tired, kind of being weighing around, being tied down. And I don't know if this is just a reminder from the universe that you might have moments where you're just like, I'm exhausted, I'm tired of waiting. Well, this could be if there's any of those things from your past that are still clinging. It's showing here that you may be tired, and that it's pointing to the sun, it's pointing to the light, and telling them to let them go. So I think this might be just a loving reminder, a little nudge from spirit stating that it acknowledges, yes, you're tired, you've been through a lot, um, and but you might be waiting for a good time to release a lot of the things that you're working on. And this could be that card too, signaling with this time, with the energies that are present right now. And it's usually like a day or two before a fuller new moon to a day or two after is when the energy, is still there to sustain, to tap into. So, and even going into the waning moon, which is the new moon, going into the darkness, that's even also a good time to send things into the earth, into darkness, for it to heal. So I hope that made sense, Ginger. I wonder about those cards. Because I look at some of them and go, okay, like here, where are the wands?
Yeah.
I see shells, I see water, so a lot of times
Sometimes cards like that are hard for me to read. You know what I mean?
I just look at them sometimes as a oracle and just kind of know what the basic tarot, and then see how that could fit with,
Yes.
so
Relax. That's Bella.
and Willow, hi Bella. And Willow added, sometimes we do not need to reveal past pain, but just understand that is there. But she's okay and can no longer influence you. Oh, I had puppy dogs before. I have kitty cats that sometimes meow when they want attention. So, okay, it makes sense. I know, isn't that a weird card? I mean, she says it makes sense, but that's a
Yeah.
Nine of Wands. I see like the
Yeah.
point of something pointing towards the sun. Well,
Oh,
this could be like
yeah.
the sun. This could be like a moon too.
A
But
moon, too. Yeah.
and I'm looking at Nine of Wands. But the point is, it's pointing up. It's going to like the sun. It's going to the light. You got the beautiful blue, the healing color, energy. The golds, the silvers. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love gold. So, and I mean, these cards are, I mean, I even got
Gorgeous.
even the gilding on
Yeah. Oh,
them,
that's always
you
nice when you
know.
do that. Yeah. That's always a nice touch. It really just takes it up a notch.
And so we are all receiving strong energy. So, before we go, Avana, did you just want to do one for a collective? Because we have a
Sure.
lot of people that popped in that
Yeah,
didn't,
absolutely.
and I wonder if I should stick with that deck. Yeah, I'm going to keep that one aside now. Okay, I'm feeling two cards for this one. Let's see. Heather, it makes sense because I am drained, but I always point toward the light. Okay. Well, then, like the flower, you know how the flowers, when the sun comes up, especially sunflowers, they're drawn to the light, and they'll tend to bend their petals and their heads as close to the light as possible. And then when it rains, a lot of leaves on trees will turn their leaves upside down for them to receive the rain as well. So nature is just incredibly beautiful. It's powerful. It's so mysterious. Um, yeah.
Oh, I love this. Okay, I'm ready for the collective read. This is
I like
great.
how she went like this.
Oh yeah. I'm like, I got this one. First card I pulled was White Raven Spirit. It says trust in the magic. Right? Trust in the magic.
And I
That's
just
it.
said the match. That's
Then
awesome.
I got Pegasus transcending. You trust in the magic, which we all do. You transcend. You just keep rising. And then I got the Law of Love, which says your heart knows no bounds. So there you go. That's a beautiful
What
message.
deck is that?
You know what? I
Is that the,
forget.
is that the Healer Light site? It looks like the same artist or one of the same artists that
No,
Rebecca
I
Campbell.
don't know actually, but I'll let you know. I mean, because it's like the law
It's
of the
very
universe or
similar. It
something.
looks like
Yeah, yeah.
the
And that could
Hilliard
very well
light and the
be.
star seed and everything. So
Yes.
I was wondering.
So it just,
Okay.
it makes me think very quickly as, we always feel in life like we're going up and down, up and down. But you know what? You trust in the magic. We're going up, but we're going like this. We're always getting high. Our vibration's always going up. We're
Sometimes
all
we may
learning.
dip a little bit,
Right.
just dipping
But
the
we're
toe.
always
And,
going, and I just wanted to share that. But go ahead, Heather. Yeah, absolutely.
wonderful. So I ended up sticking with the first deck, which is a clip. Well, the first two decks I was using are Colette Baird reads. The Something of Night tarot, which is a little bit more gothic-y, more geared towards or designed towards more youthful. But then I also used her enchantment. But I just stick with this first one. So okay, you can tell it's getting later. Heather's had a long day. So understanding for the collective, what hurts do I need to release that still sting? So when it comes to hurts, I just love how she's opening her arms up wide and saying that, for me, sometimes it feels like we may not understand why we have to go through what we go through. Um, and sometimes, we just have to kind of raise our arms up and just give and let go to spirit. The next card I got is the High Priestess of Fire. So, of course, again, fiery energy, creativity, passion, um, kind of like I'm like saying, okay, so what I'm starting to kind of see is writing down to at this time past hurts that you've been through, whether writing down a letter or writing down it on pieces of paper. And the beauty of fire is that fire transmutes as well. So you can always put those into a fire and burn and send that up to spirit and give that way. And the last card I got is a lot of people are afraid of letting go because when they let go of anger, pain, or fear, sometimes they feel like they have nothing left to hold on to. I heard this somewhere recently, and that made so much sense that when you're holding on to something, you're afraid to finally let it go because then what's there to replace it? You've held that there for so long. And so by letting go, releasing all those past hurts, or at least starting to work on releasing them, the risk that you take is just for this. I love this card. It's like the Fool card. It's like having that leap of faith.
Yeah.
You're on that edge, and that old saying is, "What if I fall? But what if you fly?"
Yeah.
So not being afraid of letting go of those and just letting go and like falling into the arms and let spirit catch you. So that's what those I gained from those.
I love it.
And I know
Those cards are called Spiritual Awakening, Universal Law.
who's the artist.
Oh,
Has it?
it's the Reverend. Oh, the artist.
Yeah.
Hold on, now that's really small. Stephanie Wicker Campbell is the artist. It's
Oh,
really,
another
really
Campbell.
small.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah, it's a great deck. It really is. I really enjoy
Yes,
it.
Serene. I'm sorry, hon. Questions are closed. We started at 7, and we just finished. That was the collective, so that was for everybody, especially those who weren't able to get a question in. Um, so, anything coming up, Avana, that you want to share this weekend or coming up next week
No,
that you want to plug, except for
I can't think of anything. I always do my quick pick or not my quick weekly. What do you call it? The shorts come out on Sundays at 11 a.m. So I always have my short every week.
Okay.
And then next week, I can't remember what's on my schedule. I know next Thursday I'm going to be on Scott Allen's channel. I think Friday I'm going to be on
Ooh.
Marina's channel. I think. So I got some things coming up. Check my community page.
And the sisterhood. We're going to be.
Oh, what? Yeah, Wednesday sisterhood. Absolutely. So really, I've got a
Wow.
lot of things coming up, but I've been so crazy busy the last week. It's like taking it one day at a time right now.
That's all you can do.
That's
try,
it.
Try to be in the moment. Remember, breathe in. Breathe, like that piece of fluorite. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be on later with Septina. I believe 9 o'clock on the Tipsy Tea Leaf Oracle. Her son and I, her and Oric, her son, I will be joining them and we'll be doing some readings and some, I think like manifesting maybe some abundance and prosperity too. I think somewhere in there with avocado leaves or shells or something. It's just something.
I'm
It's
gonna
and
tune
believe
in.
me, I need that because of what's going on. I need to start bringing in that abundance. Let me tell you. So yeah, but thank you for everybody. Now next new moon, Avana and I will not be on because Ivana's going to be out of town in Sedona with
Linda G. I can't
and
believe it. I
and
was on the
Allie. I
waiting
guess
list.
Allie is going,
I'm
fellow
gonna.
sister.
I know Allie, but I'm gonna meet her in person. I'm looking forward to that.
Ooh,
And
how fun!
yeah, and of course Linda G and Mel Dor and Susan Lynn, and I don't know the rest of the people that'll be
Oh,
there.
you're
So
going to get to meet Susan Lynn too. Okay.
yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to it.
She's going to be coming back and she's going to be going, oh my God, we're like, come back down, Ivana.
Oh.
But I'm so light. Especially Sedona. I used to live in Flagstaff and we would go down to Sedona every chance we could. And the airport vortex was my favorite one. And we would just climb it and sit on top of it. And
Oh my gosh, it sounds
so,
wonderful. I've never been there. I can't
you
wait.
never, you're going to,
Never been
once
to
you start
Sedona.
driving up and you start seeing the red, you'll know. It just
Yeah,
like, it like clicks and you feel like everything just gets kind of like lifted off of you.
I love that thought.
And you just feel like that little bit of,
A little
it's
bit
like
of
a breath.
breathing in. Yeah.
Yes.
The aha
Breathing is
breath.
important. Alrighty, everybody. Thank you for joining us. And we will see you on a next live or in a chat. We'll pop in and
Yeah,
say
we'll
hi.
see. We're around.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Namaste. See you guys.